Can you first of all just your reaction of how this has just blown up? Any thoughts or feelings?
Yeah, I mean it's amazing, and it goes to show, I think, the strength in numbers when change needs to be had.
I don't know if you saw the press conference or heard it or whatever, but your reaction to the press conference that was held, the police chief and the mayor both coming out saying this was unjustified, but there's still an investigation. Your thoughts?
I have not seen the press conference. I don't know the content of the conference. I do know I received calls from both the chief of police and from Mayor Biskupski, both of which provided me with their personal apologies, which I have accepted, and I'm grateful for them.
Tell me about that. Do you feel like they're sincere, or that? What are your thoughts about what they had to say to you?
I'm giving everyone the benefit of the doubt right now. I think that's the point of having this education, this conversation that I'm trying to promote is, we have to give each other the benefit of the doubt. We have to be civil to one another. And so I, of course, believe that they were sincere in their apologies, and I appreciated that for what it is, and that's all I can say.
In regards to the press conference being held yesterday,
Correct.
what the police chief came out and said, look, we moved very quickly on this. We want people to know that we didn't just hear of this yesterday and suddenly move on it. Did they move quickly? Were you satisfied? And if so, why the press conference yesterday?
So, yes, initially we had met with the city, and there was, it had positive feedback. It looked like there was going to be some progress moving forward, and we were really pleased with that. However, the conversation we had with the university police and the university security, we did not come away feeling the same sense of positive motion forward. And I had already been sitting on this evidence, if you will, these videos for quite some time, and needed that time to sort of heal my wounds, if you will. And I felt a duty to everyone that's ever had this happen to them that hasn't had the evidence that I have to show it, and it seemed like that was a good time to do so. And I think the reaction has been overwhelmingly positive, and I think anytime any one of us is in a situation that we need to learn from, we need to go back and look at it and try and do better. And I think right now we need to do better. We need to communicate better with each other, and we need to be more respectful of each other, and that's sort of the education and the information I'm trying to be a part of. Did the
police department move quickly enough on this, in your point of view?
I think they recognized the situation. We are still moving forward. This by no means is even close to over. It's just getting started, if you will. But they did give us indication that they were moving forward.
But you wanted this to go beyond?
Initially I wanted to reach rural Utah. I wanted to reach the nurses and the police departments that are not necessarily part of this particular instance, just to get the education out there to my fellow cohort within this state. I did not anticipate it going as large as it has, but I am grateful that it has, because clearly this is an issue that is bigger than just me, and it needs to be discussed.
There's obviously outcry among the public out there that Detective Payne needs to be fired, that he shouldn't be working out there. Should Detective Payne be out on the streets?
That's not my decision to answer. I'm not his boss. I need the police chief and his coworkers to make that decision, and that's their decision.
So you're going to support it either way?
I don't know that I'll support it. I don't have a choice. I would like to see the right thing done.
Is that right thing to discipline him as far as his job's concerned?
Again, that's not necessarily up to me. I don't expect a police officer to come into my place of business and tell my boss how I should be treated. I do expect that the police participate in civil discord. I expect that they are respectful of me, and I expect that they are respectful of all of my fellow citizens, and particularly healthcare workers. And if that's part of their duty and they don't uphold that, then there does need to be consequences. But that is, again, not up to me. This police chief needs to do what he needs to do and take control of his department, and I'm not in any way trying to interfere in that position.
So you're not calling for his resignation?
I'm not calling for anything. I'm trying to do my job, and I'm trying to participate in civil discourse and re-educate and try and promote proper, discourse again.
Has any of this changed your mind about a lawsuit?
The lawsuit, again, has never been off the table. Nothing's off the table. Nothing's been decided on anything. Again, I wanted to give everyone in this instance the benefit of the doubt, which was not given to me in the instance, correct? So I'm trying to afford them what they actually did not afford me. And I'm trying to give everyone the opportunity to do the right thing. And I think when people do the right thing, you know what's right in your soul. I know what I did was right. People always know what they are doing is if it's right or wrong, and I will give them that opportunity. And if we feel we're making progress forward, then we'll continue to press. And if not, then we'll press in other ways.